Hello, Virgo. I'm doing a bonus reading for you because this is your season. Let's see what comes of this. All right. The past position, we have the crescent moon, someone working diligently and hard for what they're trying to accomplish, working long hours into the night, maybe not feeling a whole lot of respite because they're working so diligently to make sure something gets accomplished. The King of Forces. He's got all the animals and the elements of the earth around him. He has no fear of any of the storms in the background. He's looking forward and with strength and courage. And then we have the lightning bolt, which is the Akashic Tarot's version of the tower. However, the tree's still standing. There's just a huge current, a huge shock. Who's to say if it's a good or bad shock? We don't know yet. But we do know that Uranus is retrograde, so sudden changes are likely to happen right now till January. All right, let's see where we're going with this. All right. Past position for Virgo. What do we got? The Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. In the present position, we have the Sun. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse, and we have the Queen of Swords. In the future position, we have the Four of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Hanged Man. Okay. I'm liking this. So, the Six of Keys is the past position, along with the Five of Pentacles. You may have felt in the past that you were left out in the cold, or you were feeling wounded and you didn't have any support system. However, Spirit came in at whatever point in your past and brought you an amazing gift of emotional support, comfort, peace, whatever it was that was ailing you. And it had perfect timing. It seemed like this, the event, the person, the circumstance came along at the right time to give you comfort. And the Three of Pentacles. You stopped giving a shit what people were saying. You may have cared before what people thought about what you were saying, doing, how you were living, and you just no longer care. You're not sitting there anymore waiting for someone else's validation. In the present position, we have the Sun. Everything's illuminated under the sun. That's your happiness. You're being able to see things with more clarification. There's joy. We have the child and the sunflowers, the sun. He's riding on this horse. There's a red banner in the background. This is a good time. This is an excellent moment in your life. You do have the Ace of Wands in reverse, which means that you may not feel like you're receiving the information you want to at this time about something in your life. Like you're really trying to grasp the research or the information, the news. It's just not coming to you. But we have the Queen of Swords. The Ace of Wands in reverse too is you may be feeling like a possibility may have you may have missed a possibility. But the Queen of Swords here I know there's a meaning for this Queen of Swords, but what I'm picking up intuitively is you're getting back on your throne. You're stepping out of this Five of Pentacles, and you're getting back on your throne swiftly, with intensity. There is a easiness to what it is you're trying to accomplish right now, a flow, and you're really supported by this Queen of Wands. I'm seeing Leo energy here, with the Sun. In the future position, we have the Four of Wands in reverse. So your time for respite is done. It's time for what I think is interesting is that we have the colored window, the stained glass window in this Five of Pentacles, and we also have the stained glass window in the Four of Swords. You've been really trying to spiritually get into a place where you're feeling more confident, more grounded, and you've done enough work now where you can move ahead with the information that you've obtained from really digging deep spiritually and maybe even psychologically. You're in a good place now where you feel like you can proceed. You've got this Seven of Wands in reverse. You're done with the conflict. You've had enough conflict in your life. You're ready to move on. You're feeling like, hey, I don't have to attend every argument that I'm invited to. I just don't need to. It's not even worth it to me anymore. Because of this Hanged Man, you're changing your perspective. You're changing the way you're viewing things. It's excellent. I'm just going to get some confirmation on this for you, Virgo. Let's get some confirmation on this Five of Pentacles. What left you feeling out in the cold? What left you feeling like nobody was there for you? Ten of Cups in reverse. You lost your happiness. You lost your idea of what happiness was. And the Ace of Wands was in reverse. So you weren't receiving all the information about the situation. And the Page of Wands, there were several people coming through with messages trying to tell you what was going on. I just don't think you wanted to accept it. Ace of Cups. What's the emotional support? Where are you getting this emotional support from? It's almost like Spirit came in with an abundance of emotional support. Right on time. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You may have lost a job. But you had the Hierophant and the Magician. So, look, you may have lost a job, but you've always had someone. You are the Hierophant. You are, and with the Magician, you're the creator of your abundance. You're the manifester of what's to come in your life. You have the authority with the Hierophant to manifest whatever it is that you like. There's some Virgo that I'm talking to right now that just makes the shit happen. And that's what you did in the past. You encountered some real adversity, some real financial hardships, but you manifested through and made it happen. You nailed it. You nailed it. What's this Three of Pentacles in reverse? You're just no longer caring what anybody else is thinking or observing about you. Like, you may have cared in the past, but those days are gone. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. And the Knight of Swords. Well, whatever it was came in fast. I think that you no longer cared what anybody thought of you, because it's kind of like what people say: if they're not feeding me or financing me, then they ain't got anything to say to me. And you came to a point where you really needed help, you really needed the support, and you couldn't get it. And at this point, you're like, if you weren't there for me in my worst days, you don't deserve to be there for me when I'm successful. Like, I don't even care what you have to say. You're irrelevant. I've been there for you. You haven't been there for me. I needed you. You couldn't come through. To hell with what you think. You ain't paying my bills. I got to get this feeling from you. Let's see about this sun. This is good. Well, I've got 3 cards coming out here. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got 5 cards. Most people would put those back in the deck. I'm not those people. The sun. And these are all upright. You got the Knight of Wands coming in with information. Queen of Pentacles. Completely financially, energy-wise, and time, you're able to balance all that and be incredibly self-sufficient. You got the Queen of Wands here. You're taking in the knowledge, soaking in every little bit you can. You're trying to rise above. You've got the King of Cups. You're incredibly emotionally supportive, and you're becoming that emotional support for yourself. You're figuring out how to do it, and you're running with it. And you got the Nine of Wands. You're done being wounded. You're done being wounded. You're taking on a whole different sphere right now. And it's bringing you happiness. You're seeing things clearly. Like, I'm not going to let the Queen of Cups. We'll put that right by that Ace of Wands in reverse. Look, this is fantastic. So you came out of all this hell in this past position, manifesting your way out of heartache and financial disruption. And you're coming out like you got every queen you could possibly have in the deck. Now you have the Queen of Cups, where you are really nurturing yourself emotionally. You're doing the work. It's Ace of Wands. Feel like you have a missed opportunity. But you know what? Come to find out, was it a missed opportunity, or did it happen for you instead of to you? Maybe you needed this situation to occur so you could find out just how strong you are, just how resilient you can be. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Pentacles. So you got a knight riding in with an offer of more abundance of your time, energy, resources. The Wheel of Fortune telling you that whatever it is that you want to be possible, it could happen. It can happen for you. You've got all the possibilities. The Ace of Wands in reverse, you may have missed the information on one particular thing that you wanted, but it just had to happen to open the door for all these other opportunities to occur. Yeah, the Queen of Swords twice in this reading. So she's really giving you the power to stand firm and have the confidence you need. Virgo, this is great. The Lovers. The Tower. And the Eight of Pentacles. All right. So with the Lovers in the Tower, you would think that this would be a relationship that falls apart in the present position. And maybe for some of your Virgos, it could be a relationship falling apart that also gives you clarity and happiness, justification, acknowledgement. I knew this is what was going on. I knew that this is what I needed. I have to move forward from this so that I can be true to what it is that I need, so I can stand in my own power and my resiliency and prove to myself that I can be true to me. Eight of Pentacles. It almost feels like you feel like all your hard work and all your effort was for nothing in a relationship. Let's get to this future position. What's going on there? We've got, you're ready to not be complacent. You're ready to move forward. You've taken your respite. Ten of Swords. You're feeling wounded. You've got the Sun again. Some truth, some clarity has hurt you. But something shed the light on your pain. Something has been shedding the light on your pain. You're able to see what has wounded you more clearly with more clarification. You're getting the truth of it. It's actually a positive thing for you. And you have the Nine of Swords. You're sitting in a lot of inner turmoil. So you've got the clarity. You can see the light of what's really going on. Everything's illuminated. Nothing's being hidden from you anymore. And you're feeling a lot of inner turmoil, okay? You've got the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Swords. A lot of regret, a lot of shame, a lot of guilt, a lot of inner turmoil happening here. Six of Cups. Five of Wands. All right. Your eyes have been open to an illusion. Like what it was you thought, what you thought it was not at all what it was. You came into something being generous and loving and very, feeling very emotionally fulfilled. But someone else's scattered bullshit and illusions really left you feeling wounded and victimized in the future position. Well, let's see with this Seven of Wands, though, in reverse. You're done fighting. You don't want to deal with this anymore. You've got the Seven of Cups again in the upright position. You're seeing clear what is a illusion, what isn't. You've got the Moon. You may not be seeing everything as clearly as it really is. Be on the lookout for deception. And you have the Star. The Moon isn't always deception, though. The Moon can also be emotions. So you have the Seven of Cups, which gives you all these possibilities of happiness, abundance, peace, passion. But you have to be careful with this Moon card because not everything is illuminated under the light of the moon. Things are a little darker. You don't see things as clear. But you also have the Star card here, which is a wish fulfilled. It is calling on you to have balance, not go all in. Kind of balance your emotions. Don't give everything away at once. The Hanged Man, your perspective. Two of Pentacles, you're finding balance. You're figuring out a way to juggle all of this. The Ten of Wands. Make sure that your perspective isn't turning an opportunity into a burden. The Seven of Pentacles. Sometimes you have to wait for what it is that you really want. And you have the Four of Swords again here in this future position. The overall message I'm getting in the future position is this. You're wanting to rush right into a relationship of some sort because we have this lovers in the present. But if you don't give yourself time, if you go all in, if you go in rushing into a relationship because you don't want to be alone, you may deceive yourself in thinking that something is what it isn't. You do need to take some time, and it's not a burden to take that time. It's a wish. It's actually a wish. It's going to fulfill a wish for you by taking the time and not looking at this time that you have alone to give to yourself, to learn yourself, as a burden. Many people wish that they had that time to do the introspection, to do the self-care, to learn what they need to learn about themselves before they jump into another relationship. I'm really feeling that the overall message is that you were wounded, you were hurt, you were given information you didn't want to accept. You had a financial hardship, but you blazed through it. You kicked ass and you made shit happen, okay? You made that shit happen. And then you stopped giving a crap so much what people were thinking of you because they weren't there for you when you needed them. So you no longer cared about what they had to say. And slowly but surely, you're moving into a space where you're able to see what that situation was more clearly. You're gaining strength, you're gaining momentum, you're doing the work, you're doing the self-care, you're thinking more positively about yourself. You're not trying to be self-deceptive. And then because of this, you're more of an emotional support to yourself, which gives you more opportunities. You have this Knight of Pentacles coming in, which is, I don't know if some of you have made more money or have an opportunity to make more money, but the Knight's coming in with that opportunity. The Queen of Swords shows me that very quickly here, present or soon to be happening, a love relationship could emerge, but it's not something that's a positive thing for you. You could be putting in a lot of work for nothing. And you could be not taking... I know that you've been waiting long enough, it seems like. I've waited long enough. I don't want to wait anymore. And you're seeing this as a burden. Like it's something that you don't want to prolong anymore. You want it right now, right? You want this immediate gratification, right? You've waited long enough. But because you're not waiting, it could end up being an illusion that you're seeing. And you may not be seeing the facts of the situation. So it's not that you don't have a loving opportunity or prospect coming in. It's just that you can't go all in and you have to use your head. And just because you want this so badly, don't be blind to some of the things that could come along, and do not go all in. You deserve your own love first. All right, Virgo. That's what I got. Bonus reading. If it resonated, let me know. If it didn't, sorry, maybe the next one will.